up, everybody? I'm Sal Kwani. This is Reggie Steele. And welcome to Spitballin. Spitballin.
All right, what did you see?
I saw someone wearing a Ron DeSantis hat. 2024 Ron DeSantis in San Francisco. Now, obviously, he was visiting from Florida, right? Because I think that's the only place anybody would wear that hat.
What an asshole! He wore that in San Francisco, huh?
Oh, hold up though. He was followed by this was an old white guy wearing the Ron DeSantis hat. He was followed by another group of people, a younger white guy wearing a fucking Reagan Bush 84 shirt. I was like, yo, you talking about triggered. Oh my God. I was like, homelessness, right? The gap between the haves and the have not increasing, right? Reagan and his Reaganomics. I was like, holy fuck, 84.
Yeah, when you gotta wear your political hat on vacation, that's just like your way of saying "fuck you," haha, fuck you.
Exactly.
And it's like, why you gotta be that? Fuck off, dude.
Well, dude,
no one gives a shit about your ignorant views.
I agree. He just walked off a cruise ship, the Princess cruise ship. That's another bad decision, right?
I was just writing about that because I got these friends and all on the cruises, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really get it, dude. And whenever they said post pictures, it's just ocean. And there's more ocean, and they're like, oh well, you get to see some wildlife, right? Like whales and dolphins and tropical fish. Nope, just ocean.
Yeah, just ocean.
And then you're like, well, you see some land and there's a port, right? You get to explore that, right? Yes, for 2 hours. Then it's back to ocean.
Get your ass back on this boat. Let's go. It's a floating city or a floating island, right? That's it. It's an island that moves, and all they do is eat. I've never been.
And then now you can be like, well, it is kind of safe, right? Like no shipwrecks. It's like true, perhaps. But if there's a global pandemic, they're the first ones to go.
That's funny.
No, I don't see.
They basically are on a floating petri dish if something happens.
Fuck that. Where you can eat all day, eat in a friggin' petri dish.
Yeah, I'm good on the cruise ships, man. I have no desire to go.
Man, I don't get it, dude.
Yeah, I did go on one when I was 17.
Yeah,
we left
young. You told us, I think.
Yeah, we went from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas, to Freeport, Bahamas, and on that trip, I remember standing at the back of the ship watching the land, like slowly, because you could see, like eventually you just see the curvature of the earth, right? So you see the land, and then finally it just disappears. And I gotta admit, for a moment, once it disappeared, it kind of freaked me out.
Oh, like, yeah, dude, that's scary.
Yeah, I had a moment of like just a hint of anxiety kicked in of like, oh shit. Because and this is the theory, right? Like, I'm just about to debunk everybody's flat world or flat earth theory, right? If the earth were flat, no matter how far you got away, well, at some point you get far enough where you can't see it, but you would be able to see it for a long distance, just straight up on being level. But when you're moving away and it's not like it just gets smaller in the distance, right? You see the shit fucking like look like it's sinking.
Right, like it's spinning.
Yeah, like it's sinking. It's one thing for it to get further away and get smaller in the distance, but it's another thing to see the shit like
eventually,
yeah. So anybody who thinks the earth is flat, get on the cruise ship and look at land as you go away.
That's what people forget. Like the ocean, man, it's basically just desert. Like, I love watching the Planet Earth, and there's one they talk just deep ocean because there's not much footage because it was tough. And now, with drones and planes, they get way better footage in the cameras. But they're like, 90% of the ocean is lifeless. It's just blue desert. There's nothing. They all the animals mainly live in the shallows because that's where the food is,
Right.
And there's some, but it's very it's rare. They're traveling.
They do. I'm glad you mentioned the deep ocean joint because I looked at, we just had a submersible disappear, right?
So this is how many people have ever even heard the word submersible up until 2 weeks ago? I've never heard that word in my life.
Three. It was three. It was all the three people who built the damn thing.
Yeah.
Right. But I was looking at the depths at which they were going to see this wreckage. Dude, have you looked at the diagram of the depths of how deep it is? You're looking at 13,000 feet or something crazy. Hey, man, it's incredible to me that anybody would get into something that small to go that deep and understanding pressure, right?
Yeah, man, humans aren't made for that.
Well, okay, so this is I think
you got to accept that and move on.
I agree. But I think this is a great time to bring up the idea of what money does, right? Access to money, large amounts of money, your boundaries change, the rules of engagement change, what you're capable of changes. So your reasoning changes, right? If they're charging you $250,000 to do a thing, you just assume that it's safe and it's good because they're charging so much money and you can afford it, right? So
that's the thing. Mother Nature don't give a fuck about money.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Mother Nature's like, money's money.
Yeah,
I'm
money don't mean shit. Watch what I can do.
But this is the thing too. I gotta say this. The other thing is, I saw a lot of memes and I saw a lot of people,
people shitting on it left and right.
But just it wasn't right, man. Shitting on the people that died, right?
People
These billionaires, right? To whatever it was, just memes about these people dying. I think that it's unfair and I think it's inaccurate, right? I think a part of it is, from what I understand, is that people are upset because they're like, this thing is getting so much attention, right? These people who have died, yes, they have access and they have money, but there are other incidents that are happening around the world where people are dying and that's not getting or garnering the same attention.
Right.
I get that. And I'm not saying don't discuss the disparities or point out the disparities between the two. I'm just saying that life is valuable on all levels, poor or rich, right? Somebody is grieving the loss of these people, just like someone's grieving the loss of those people. So don't get mad at the people who died, get mad at the people who are not exposing, right, both sides of the story, right? Or both things. So
or get mad at the system too.
That's what I'm saying. Be mad at the system, be mad at the media, be mad at the media outlets,
or the money, the way money is made. People are mad because they're billionaires, and but it's like,
dude, every person I've seen who threw up a meme about these billionaires who died in this can in the bottom of the ocean, if they had the money, they would be victim to the same things. They'd be doing the same dumb shit because $250 ain't shit to a billionaire, right? So it's some hypocritical shit. Right. It's some hypocritical shit, but I think that all life is valuable, rich or poor, right? And I'm not gonna make fun of the people who died, right? I'll make fun of I'll be upset.
Yeah, like one was like that kid, and like then they say the kid didn't even want to go. He wanted to do it for his dad for Father's Day. But then his mom said that she was supposed to originally go and he wasn't old enough. And then once they could finally go, because they were planning on doing this for years, then the son wanted to go. So then the mom gave her spot up for the son.
Jeez.
So
she's got to live with that. And the
science of it was interesting to me because like the one that James Cameron, he went down there like 30 some times or whatever, right? When he was making the movie. But what he has and what most of them all have is a spherical thing. So it's a circle because that makes it even when the pressure is pushing on it at all places.
The pressure is just displaced on the outside of it.
Yeah, but
something
since they're trying to claim more people in, and so they elongate it, it makes it a little weaker. And I forget what they're made out of, titanium or something, but whatever. This thing, it's the shell is different. Like they have that, but it's also like interspersed without. And as it's been used over and over, it's gone down there many times, and it gets weaker every time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, it's crazy.
Okay, see now that information right there, the fact that this particular submersible or little submarine had been down there numerous times and had worked, was successful. People went down, they came back, went down, they came back. So this idea that, oh, they just went down for the first time to do a thing, because that's what it makes it sound like. It makes it sound like, who are these dumb people who spend all this money? That's what you get going down there and
Right. They don't know all the right.
They don't know exactly. So it's
It's
like
like, yeah,
picking
well,
and
the shit was
choosing.
safe before. Why wouldn't you assume it's safe again? You know what I mean?
And
And the guy who came up with it, he's going along with you. Like when I
yes,
went skydiving, it's like I'm doing the tandem because this guy knows what he's doing, and he, he's at risk too. So
right, right. But that this also speaks to the fact that, anything is possible on any given Sunday, right? It's like we drive every day and
right,
you're at higher risk of getting an accident, but a lot of days you don't drive, so you lax. And then boom, the one time something happens, everyone's like, oh my God. Same thing with a plane, same thing with a ship, same with the boat. It's skateboarding, riding a bike, whatever. It's just shit happens. This was a moment where shit happened. But
yeah,
prior to that, it hadn't happened so many times, which builds the confidence,
right.
right? And so,
The allure of it is I don't even get really, because when you see the great picture that everyone gets is like you can barely see them in there. There's a little circle, and then there's a picture of the front of the Titanic, and that's it. That's basically the shot.
yes.
And then I just, I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool to explore down there, but not
How
not
about
like
this?
that.
Yeah, how about this? How about you guys bring that shit up and we explore it up here? Okay. Because I'd be damned if I go down there. Look, there are fish and there's life in the ocean that ain't down there, right? Like
Right,
they live in this place and they
right,
don't go there. So
right,
it's almost the same as like people going to trying to reach the summit of Everest and then dying along the way.
right.
It's like ain't shit up here but rocks and snow, bro.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're not that high and that low, because
Exactly.
we're not
Look,
supposed to be.
I saw an article that said we know more about the moon,
Yeah, surface than the
right,
bottom of the ocean.
than the bottom of the ocean. That right there is enough for me to be like, nah, I'm good. You find out
Yeah,
more, then we'll figure it out.
right.
When you can get stairs that go down to the bottom of the ocean, then I'll go down.
Yeah, and that pressure, man, forget that, dude. And you could go down too far and get an aneurysm. Like your brain ain't made for that.
Your body and brain, what they said, at that depth, the pressure was 387 times the pressure we feel up here, right, on the surface. 387. That's the same level of pressure that they have on Krypton, right?
You talking
Right.
fake shit.
Dude, I'm just talking about when Zod was trying to make the Earth the same gravity level as Krypton. Remember the machine? What's it called? The shucks, I can't think of the name of it, but the thing that was bringing everything up was like, right?
What is this? Wait, what are we talking about? The new Spider Superman? I don't know. What?
I saw the Flash. I saw the Flash.
Is that what you're talking about? You're
Well,
giving me
in the
references to some I don't even know. Dang,
well, you don't
man.
remember
Just
you don't remember in
spoiling
Superman?
people.
No, you don't remember in Superman when Zod came,
Yeah, that's the new one.
right?
I'm talking because
Well,
I
no, I'm
remember
talking about
Christopher
the
Reeve.
old Superman,
Oh,
the
yeah,
old Superman,
with
the
Christopher
one.
Reeve.
No, I'm talking about the one with Henry Cavill,
Yeah, that's not
where
old.
that's old enough. It's not
No,
like brand
man.
new.
Get the fuck, man.
Dude,
What's
all
his
I'm
name is
saying is that
old.
Zod brought the machine that was trying to turn the Earth into Krypton, and he was like, the gravity on Krypton is made stronger. So when he was making the thing, every time he would, the machine would build up the gravity, it would
Oh,
lift
right.
everything
He was
up.
trying to make a planet,
He's
right?
trying to make a planet, and then it was getting crushed. That's what it's like at the bottom of the ocean.
See, I don't remember that because that movie sucked. No one cares.
Are you serious? Hold up. Hold up. There's
Hold up.
no way. There's no way you can
Superman
say that
doesn't
movie
kill,
sucked.
and he killed the guy in the end.
Exactly. And you know what I did when I saw that? I swear on everything I own, like I almost started crying, bro. Because I was like, yo, think about the layers of that. You just said Superman doesn't kill anyone, and Superman killed a guy at the end. He didn't just kill a guy, he killed like a fellow Kryptonian, right? A guy from
Yeah, but
his
the guy was trying to kill him.
the guy was trying to no, the guy, remember Zod's whole thing was my job is to create another Krypton for our people, because in Superman he had the codex, right, to create more people,
See,
right?
that's kind of dumb. I don't like that. That
Well,
doesn't
his dad put
the
the shit in his blood.
Codex. What the hell are you
Well,
talking
all I'm saying
about?
is when I saw Superman kill a dude, like the loss of innocence and also killing a fellow countryman, I was like, yo, this is next level. This is next level, dude. To see Superman take out a dude, oh man. Because everyone always says all the time, man, Superman, why aren't you just take him out, dude? Please. Right? Just take
Right.
him
And then
out.
when he does, they're like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't mad at he had to go. Zod had to go. It's almost the same thing with Batman. Batman doesn't really kill, but as many people as
That's
the
right.
Jokers,
Batman's really against it. Yeah,
yeah,
I'd say even
exactly.
more so than
Than
Superman.
Superman. Exactly. Well, Superman could kill everybody in the blink of an eye. For Batman, he'd have to actually really physically kill somebody. Superman just laser your head out. Superman has okay, you ever watch The Boys on Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I watched this first season.
Okay. So what's the guy on there? The
I
superhero guy?
forget, but yeah, he's the Superman, the evil Superman.
He's the evil Superman, and he does not hesitate to
Yeah, that's
laser
right.
your whole head through.
Yeah.
That's what Superman can do to everybody.
Yo, this is a real general. This is a real General Zod right here.
You went back to the Christopher Reeves one, them
That's a good
floating
one
in
right there.
space in the and
Now that's a villain.
that is a villain for sure. You didn't want to get the other two?
Oh, yeah,
Big
they're
dumb
pretty
one.
funny looking.
Yeah, the big dumb one and the woman.
And the woman
Yeah,
was pretty strong. The dumb one,
yes.
remember? Here, do you ever remember this?
They were criminals trapped in the what was it called? The negative zone?
I forget. But yeah, I remember what you were talking about. Here, let me. I'll share another one. This is a classic. It's so funny. The problem is it's hard for the special effects to hold up for those.
Yeah, special effects do not hold up. I mean, they were great at the time, but now. Also, I watched Avatar too.
Yeah, it's all right.
The Way of the Watcher. I mean, it's
Okay,
a
so here, remember
okay.
this? This is the corniest part.
So morbid.
Can you hear it?
A sentimental replica of a planet long since vanished. No style at all.
I expect better manners from my guests, Zod.
Here we go. Watch this move. What the hell?
Hey, dude, that's great. Superman brought out new powers in his home, bro. He could throw his emblem, his logo.
It turns into cellophane?
Yeah, that's enough to wrap anybody. Have you tried to get out of cellophane? Have you been wrapped in cellophane and tried to get out? It's crazy, bro.
Oh man.
I love it. I love when my favorite part about that movie is when Superman has wired the whole thing backwards, right? Remember,
What do you mean?
he wires the whole
Oh,
thing.
right. So then they lose their power.
They lose
Yeah,
their powers.
yeah,
He goes into the thing. He's like, okay, I'll
yeah.
give up my powers, and he goes in.
Right.
He's
He
like,
tricks them all.
and then
Yeah,
they go
and then
to
they
fly.
just,
They're like,
yeah, yeah, and then he messes them up. I mean,
dude, that's
no, that's true.
awesome.
He had to outwit them because they had the same powers as him.
Yeah,
No, it
yeah,
was great. That one was so good as a kid. I just remember because the first one was whatever, him and Lex Luthor and
yeah,
kind of silly. But then this came out and he's like, not just one, but three he has to battle.
yeah.
And then it went off the rails with Richard Pryor one,
Richard
which was kind of cool where he fights himself in the dump.
when
Remember
he
with
finds,
Superman? Yeah, he fights like an evil Superman in the dump.
I don't remember
Oh,
that.
it's a pretty cool battle. Yeah,
Well, hold up.
it's yeah.
Is 3 the one where Superman gives up his powers to be with
No,
Lois
that's
Lane?
two. That's two.
Oh, that's 2.
So that's
Man,
what
he was
happens.
tripping.
Oh,
He was
yeah. And
tripping.
then these people showed up and he had no powers.
He had no powers, dude.
That's what I don't kind of get though, because it was like if you lose your powers, you can't get them back, and then he gets them back anyway.
Yeah, he had to. He had to. He had to. He had to find a loophole. There's always a loophole. But can we
Yeah.
discuss the things that people would do for love? Like, I'm like, dude, you're the most powerful being in the world. She can't be with you because you're Superman, or you can't be with her because you're Superman. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You're tripping. She believe me, she loves that shit. Like going for a flight, right? Just Here, just sit on my back. Here, I'll just hold you in my arms while we go fly around the world. You want to go to Europe? Let's go have lunch in Europe, and we'll come right back we'll go have breakfast in Europe and come back and have lunch in Colorado or something, right?
Yeah, no, that though it's kind of funny, like how comfortable would that really be? Like that's what I really enjoyed about the Spider-Man, where they show Zendaya and him flying around, and she's like so uncomfortable. Like this is terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a very good point. That might
That's a
be
good
kind
point.
of
That's
tough.
good. That's realistic, right?
So here, remember this. This is so you don't remember it, but here's Superman 3 for everybody out there who can't watch podcasts, where he fights himself. I don't know what's going on, but see, like Clark Kent leaves Superman's body, and then they fight.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get
So
to it,
wait,
boys.
so Clark Kent was his conscience, like the
Yeah, I don't know why they split up. Yeah, here they go though. They both got superpowers.
is that danger acid?
Yeah.
You gotta love this, just a vat of acid, like a pool of acid sitting around.
Oh yeah, he throws it in there.
Trash compactor.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for people, but yeah, that's
Dude,
so
are
that's
you
the really
serious?
cool part.
Did you just say you didn't want to ruin a movie that came out in 1987 for people?
383.
1983 for people? Seriously? Come on, man. If they
And then
haven't
there's
seen it
another, then the worst one is I think 87 because it was number 4 and it's called Quest for Peace. And he it's terrible. He fights this fire god or something.
Yeah. I mean, Superman has always been. I've always wanted him to be just a little tougher. I think that's
he's
why
a little
I
corny.
like.
He's a little corny.
He's a little corny. That's why I like the Marvel characters more than the DC.
But he's like Captain America. They're whack. But Batman's like Iron Man.
Captain
They're
America's
real
not
people.
whack. Captain America
Rich,
kicks
cool.
ass, bro.
Yeah.
He's got a
Little,
shield.
he's a little
and he
too
throws that
patriotic
shit.
for my liking.
He's a little too what? Patriotic.
For my liking.
Hey, dude, he's an American, bro. I'm an American, right? America.
man.
But he's for the world, man. He's not just for America. Captain America. America's in his
Why
name.
he
But
changed
he's
his
for
name
the
to
world.
Captain Earth, Captain Planet.
Captain Everyone. Captain the Globe. No, it's a corny name. That's a DC name. Captain Globe. That would be a DC name for sure.
All right,
Captain
Rich,
Planet.
you're showing your dorkiness now.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Okay, so dude, here's my hernia update.
Oh, hernia update, everyone.
Yeah, we should have a song for that.
Yeah.
So
ding, 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 ding. Hernia
there it is.
update.
So then, like, all right, so I got the ultrasound, the MRI, nothing from, they said it showed nothing. So then I go to this guy, and he like met me the next day. So I go there, and it was kind of interesting. It was like in a small place, dude, almost like a bungalow that they converted into doctors' offices.
Who are you seeing?
Exactly.
What kind of benefits you got?
It wasn't far from the hospital, which,
Oh wait, you went to go see a dude that had a room in a shed behind.
It
his
was on a
house?
Saturday, so I feel like this was like his off hours. I don't know. So I get in there, it's just him, dude. He's an old dude too, right?
You got no nurse. You got nobody helping out.
Nothing, dude.
Dude, we gotta get you some better benefits, bro. At least you want you to see a real. Is this dude a
this is like the
veterinarian?
third down. No, because remember now, I've gone already to my doctor. I've gone to the ultrasound imaging place. I went to the MRI place. So
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 now
now
you're
this
down
is
to
this is the
garage
next.
dude.
Yeah, next on the level is Bungalow Bill. So
Bungalow Bill. That's awesome.
So I go in there, and this guy, and so he has me fill out some paperwork, right? And I fill it out.
Was
then
it
he
written in
comes in.
pencil? Did he write the whole application in pencil and pen himself?
No,
Okay.
no, it was all typed up. That part
Okay.
was legit.
Okay.
And then, then he's just like, he goes, all right, yeah, take off your pants. And I take off my pants. He's like, no, both. And take off my underwear too. Yeah, I didn't take my underwear off at first.
To your credit, he did not specify.
He did not
pants
specify.
and underwear.
He did not specify. So then at this moment, I'm like, man, did I just get tricked? by some old man.
He got hidden cameras. Oh boy, you better go check one of those adult sites and see if
And he starts putting his finger behind your balls and stuff, and then making you cough. And I'm like, did I just get tricked? And but then he has you do like some stuff that seems like legit.
Did he have you doing
And
yoga poses?
but then yeah, it was weird when he put his tongue. No, so then no, but then like he laid down, he inspects some more with my pants on, and then like we went and in his office, another room, and he sat down and gave his whatever his assessment. But basically what he's saying, he's like, he's like, look, he's like, I've been doing this, I'm a expert in hernia for 50 years. I've been doing it. Okay. He's like, I'm the head.
A
He's
gastro.
Yeah, well, he does colon and hernias, right? And
Okay.
he's head of the hospital. And he's like, I'm 83. And dude does not look 83. He looks like 60 something. He's like, I take good care of myself, whatever. And he so he's like the head of it. He's like, I've been doing this forever. And you see all stuff on the walls. And then he's like, it's not hernia, I don't think. He's like, it's one of two things. It's either the beginning of a hernia, which is very hard to detect. And if that's it, he's like, eventually you'll see a bulge, then you got to come see me. Right. He's like, or you probably tore a muscle in your stomach, which then, just over time it should get better, which I'm kind of leaning towards that more because it does feel like the past couple of days it has been improving a little. And there are certain moves I make it will hurt. But
I thought it was muscular
basically
from the
he's just
beginning.
like, just ignore it. So I'm just like, all that
Take some
for that,
Advil.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Take some Advil
So
for the
it's kind
pain.
of like,
well, that's
right.
dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's great news. It's way better to just think that it's a strained muscle or a torn muscle versus a hernia, because that's the whole thing.
I'm supposed to there was another appointment they set up for me for a urologist, and I might still do it just because make sure I get everything checked out.
Yeah, why not? Absolutely. I've seen the urologist before. It's not a big deal.
No. Yeah, so I don't even know what that is. So I
That's
guess
the
I should look
hernia
it up.
update. That it may not be a hernia. It actually may be what I thought it was at the beginning.
Oh,
something
Dr.
muscular.
Steele.
Seriously, only reason I thought it was something muscular was because you said that it hurt when you move certain ways. Like a hernia is going to hurt all the time, right? It's the same thing with like, people like,
yeah, but what started to hurt all the time though. But yeah. So anyway, yeah.
But you use those muscles. I mean, you use
there's
those
nothing you
muscles
could
quite
do
a
for
bit.
that, huh? You just gotta wait.
It's gotta heal. I mean, now if the muscle had torn, like for example, when people tear muscles from the bone, then you got to go back and reattach it. Right. But when the muscle just tears itself, unless it's a severe tear, then they can go in and try to sew it up. But for the most part, it just reheals. Like it'll reconnect. It's the same thing with the Achilles. Crazy. They used to go do Achilles surgery, and now they realize that you don't have to do that. If you rupture your Achilles, you put on a walking boot, and the Achilles will.
Oh wow!
It'll grow back together.
Wow.
Right. So, buddy of mine ruptured his Achilles, and I was like, "Oh, you having surgery?" He's like, "Nah." Like the doctor told me, I just stay off of it. Don't put any pressure, and that the Achilles will reconnect.
Huh.
So think about it, man. Our bodies are in constant. It's constantly trying to get in balance, right? It's constantly working toward its best place of being, just like the Earth, right? Everything is trying to be in balance. It's us that messes it up.
It sounds like you did just watch Avatar.
I thought it was okay, man. I enjoyed it. I was surprised at
it's
how much
fine.
I
They keep
enjoyed
replaying it on HBO, and I'll see clips, and it's fine. It's the same shit, I feel, but whatever.
Dude, it's the same shit everywhere. It's classic good versus evil.
Yeah, but I mean, with the Avatar and the bad guy, and now we're just in water.
Oh well, hold up though. I will say this: I think that all these Avatar movies, or these two Avatar movies, they definitely express James Cameron disdain and disgust for humans or people at large, right? Because his bad guys, they're not just bad, like they want to create a new place. They're willing to kill any and everything for something very small. Remember, like
Right.
in this thing, they take the liquid that's supposed to
Right. So that's
the
something I was
elixir for
saying is
life.
kind of dumb because, like, in the first one, it's this fancy mineral or whatever that's like fuel that they're getting. And now, also on this planet, is this fancy oil in a whale's head that can stop aging. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How many different angles are they going to do with the same thing?
Hey man, he looks at what society is about at large, right? We're at a point where everyone's trying to live forever, right? Everyone's
Mhm.
always trying to live forever in some
Not going to
capacity.
happen, y'all. Can't happen.
It's not going to happen, but in some capacity. I'm not just talking about like physically, but even,
Right.
you know, digitally, right? Like we're in the
That's
age of
why. That's why
AI.
you do this podcast.
Yeah, so one day my son can look back and be like, man,
What a waste of
yeah,
time.
it's like my papa was crazy. I don't know if I can watch all these. This is nuts. But I think it's always interesting to me to see his take on society at large, because they're willing to destroy something completely, something that's beautiful and amazing. And you know, the doctor's talking about how advanced these particular animals are, like psychologically, neurologically advanced than we are, right? Their ability to communicate and do this whole thing, and we're willing to kill and destroy them for a
Yeah.
vial of
Yeah.
whatever it is. And then remember the young kid is like, wait, what are you gonna do with the rest of it? He's like, we don't need it. So you destroy this big, beautiful thing for a small thing. It's
Yeah,
kind of
man.
like,
It's the buffalo.
yeah, hence the buffalo, hence the planet.
I mean, you know, the buffalo was like the widest, like it was the largest herds in the world, like in the
Yeah,
world. Like
in
the
the
shit in
world.
the Serengeti, the wildebeest was nothing compared to the American bison
Yep.
all over the U.S. and North America. And then, yeah, they slaughtered the shit out of them, and they
And they
brought
were,
them down so low, it was like 100. And
dude,
then
it's
they had to
crazy.
take them up to Canada to keep them away from America, and then let them grow a little more.
Yeah. But
It's insane,
people,
bro.
it's insane. People were killing buffalo
For
for
fun.
the sake of it, for
Off
fun.
the train, while on trains, they would just shoot at them just because they were dumb. They were dumb. They were just slow and big, and they didn't have any predators, so they didn't think people would just shoot them for sport.
Exactly. Exactly. Think about it. Native Americans live with buffalo
Yeah,
and their
they needed
numbers.
them. They used, yeah, and it was,
Yeah.
they didn't use it all.
They use every part of it, right? And they only took
Yeah,
what they needed, right?
yeah,
But we're gluttonous,
it's
right?
terrible.
People, it's
It's
terrible.
terrible, man. I read this thing. So the last land that was inhabited and the globe by humans was New Zealand.
Okay.
And yeah, it was just out there by itself forever. And when they first got there was these huge giant birds that are like 12 feet tall. Now I gotta find them.
Wow. I
And
never heard about this. Taller than
oh, dude.
ostriches. Because ostriches
Oh,
are only like
yeah.
7 or 8 feet, maybe.
Yeah, no, yeah, and it's crazy. Like I think I even saw, oh yeah, the MOA. That's what it was called. MOA, right? So here, I'll
Okay.
find a picture for you. But so these things were all over New Zealand, and then they killed them all so much that it was wiped out in a generation.
Jeez. And what were
Yeah.
they killing them for? For their feathers? For
Well,
the
for
fruit? For
food and stuff, and again, though, like, you know, big, slow animals never knew, what
but
the
that,
heck was going
yeah,
on.
yeah, they're just living.
And
They're just living.
the
We're the
humans
ones that
just
show
show
up
up
trying to
and
kill
wipe them
everything.
out. Yeah.
That's
All right, let
sad,
me
yo.
see if I can find the image.
How many things would be here if we weren't here? Or if we just had a better sense or better appreciation of life,
I
right?
know.
No
All right.
appreciation of life. None whatsoever.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. It's just kind of a way of thinking like you're better than others. You deserve
Oh
to
yeah,
live.
there's a huge sense of entitlement and superiority, right? Like, why shouldn't I be able to do a thing? And yeah, I'm better than all this stuff. Like it
Yeah,
can't.
this shit looks
Yeah.
almost like fake, but all right, let me see if I'll share this picture, but just to see how big it is. Hold on.
It couldn't
What the
fly, right?
hell? No,
It couldn't fly.
no. All right, there it is.
Wait, so is this a replica? Are these guys actually trying to kill this thing?
Well, I don't think
A
it's
reenactment?
yeah, I think it's a reenactment.
A reenactment. Wow.
But yeah,
12
they
feet
said it was
tall.
like 12 feet tall. And yeah, man, they would they overhunted them, and that's what happened. Group of flightless extinct birds, 12 feet in height, weighed about 500 pounds. Largest terrestrial animals and herbivores in New Zealand.
Wow. Wow. When was New Zealand inhabited or
Like
colonized?
750 years ago.
750 years ago. Wow.
So well, not even
Okay.
that long ago, dude, which is crazy.
Yeah. And they
Okay.
have, and they killed all the birds, bro.
Before the human settlers, the only predator was an eagle. It was isolated for 80 million years and few predators before humans arrived. Polynesians arrived sometime before 1300, and then they were all driven to extinction. By 1445, all had become extinct. Wow, 145 years.
Wow. Of just hunting these birds.
All of a sudden, it took less than 100 years. Wow.
Jeez, man.
Wow. That is crazy, dude.
Dude, I mean, look, I like people, but we suck sometimes. We really do. We really do. I mean, I just don't get it. I look around the world, man, like, being in San Francisco, the city has changed so much. The personality of the city is different, man. I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's a bummer.
it's a bummer, dude. Like it's a definitely the crime and the homelessness and the smells and the filth and just, dude, it is.
And the
It's just,
constant like people breaking into people's shit left and right.
oh,
I
dude.
just saw a video the other day. It was San Francisco off of Fulton Street, which is usually not so bad back in the day. But
Mhm.
someone was jumping out of someone's truck with a bag, throwing it into a car, and drove off in hoodie, gloves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
No,
just
it's out of
smash
control,
and grab.
dude. It's so bad. The mall, the Westfield Mall
Yeah.
in San Francisco, shut down. Nordstrom's is
Right.
gone.
That's right.
The movie
Oh,
theater
right downtown.
right downtown, in the center of downtown, no mall, gone. Young people
That's
coming in,
terrible.
smashing and grabbing. And it's like, what are they gonna do now? Like if every mall closes and you ain't got no, where you gonna go smash and grab? What are you gonna do? Right? Because that they close that mall. I'm not even just talking about the stuff that young people are stealing. I'm just talking about the people who are working their jobs. Those
Yeah.
places, the food court and every store in there was employing somebody. Those people have lost their jobs now because young people are dumb. They're dumb and they're reckless and they have no sense
Crazy.
of like pride, like I don't know, respect. Dude,
Yeah.
it's so disheartening. The city, it's not even appealing. I don't even. It's slowly going to become a place where, or it's slowly becoming a place where people will avoid. I think when they come visit California, it's like, yo, let's go see the redwoods, and we'll bypass San Francisco, maybe go to LA, and then from LA we'll
Going
hit
rough
Vegas.
out there, huh?
Oh, dude, it is bad, bro. It is bad. Like,
Here's a funny. I got a funny. You want to hear a funny? Charles Sheen telling a story about Donald Trump.
sure.
You ever see the Graham Norton show? It's kind of good. The
Oh, is that
British
the one
guy.
over across the pond? Over in,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he has a bunch of people. They usually got some good stories. But
Is this an old story? Because I haven't heard anything from Charlie Sheen for a while.
yeah, this says I don't know. Yeah, from 7 years ago. So this is when
Okay.
he was president, I believe.
Slightly surprised
Just
that Piers
about
Morgan's
to
doing
be.
it because I don't know if you know, he's a big Donald Trump supporter. And I know you're not a fan.
I'm really not. I'm really not. No, I am reminded of a time about 5 years ago. I was at a dinner with my ex-wife Brooke and her family and this and that. And about halfway through, I noticed Donald staring at my watch. And so he started saying, you know, listen, I'm sorry that I wasn't invited to your wedding, this and that, or I'm sorry I can't make your wedding. And I think I didn't invite you. So he says, but you know, I want to give you an early wedding gift as a gesture from me and Melania. And she doesn't say a word. She's very sweet and very pretty, but just kind of sits there, you know.
Yeah.
Anywho, so he says, these are platinum diamond Harry Winston, and he pulls off his cufflinks. and he gives them to me. And so I'm like, oh gosh, Mr. Trump, you really shouldn't do this. He goes, no, it's the least I can do, and have a great marriage and all that. Little did he know. So smash cut to about 6 months later. I had some jewelry getting appraised at the house, and she finished and was leaving. And I said, oh yeah, there's another couple of pieces that I have that I'm very curious about. Would you mind appraising these? She said, no, what are they? I said, well, I explained the dinner and this and that. And these are from Donald Trump, Harry Winston, flawless D's, platinum. She took the loop, spent about 4 seconds and kind of recoiled from it, much like people do from Trump. And so she says, in their finest moment, this is cheap pewter and bad zirconias. And they're stamped Trump. And I just thought, what does this really say about the man? That he said, here's like a great wedding gift, and it's just a bag of dog shit,
Isn't that crazy?
Now, is that the laughter I can hear coming?
The question is anybody surprised?
Yeah,
right. Like, no one should be surprised that this.
And he's got his name stamped on it.
Yeah. No one should be surprised that this dude stamped his name on some fake bullshit.
Garbage. Yeah, and then gives it away as a gift, like he's doing them a favor.
She said pewter, and bad cubic zirconia at best. Jeez, you can't even go for the real good fake shit, right? Like, you even went for the bottom of the line, the bad. He's like, what? How does he talk? It's no, not just. I don't want just the bad. I want the worst. I want the worst that there is. Stamp my name on it. They'll never know the difference. I'll tell them what it is. Like, yeah, skip that dude, man. I don't even know what's going on with him right now. I know he's got court dates and shit. I hope he gets
drama. Yeah. All right, so hey, Reg, I went last week. I had me a grilled cheese sandwich. And I'm lactose intolerant, so this is quite impossible.
Yes, and you suffer from IBS, so
we don't. Wait, maybe Dr. Reg thinks. So who knows? I suffer from everything.
Yeah, you got IBS.
Always suffered.
Yeah, you're suffering from bad decisions. Eating.
Oh, so when I'm walking back from the doctor after getting my bag, flicked, I'm walking back and they're making these on the street outside this vegan store and this company called Meltdown. And these two guys are making these grilled cheese sandwiches. And so
street? Not even in a truck?
No, there's like a tent and there's like a kitchen part, but yeah, it's on the sidewalk. Okay. Mamma mia. So they have these different types you could get. And I went with the caprese, all right. And I was like, I'll pay a couple bucks more because I want to get the full thing. So it comes with tomato and pesto and potato salad and sauce. And look at this thing, dude.
Oh wow,
this is one of the best grilled cheese sandwiches I ever had.
Oh, okay. I was just waiting for there to be a story about rushing.
No, dude, it's great. It was great. Didn't hurt my stomach afterwards.
Nice. Look at you. It looks good though. It does look appetizing.
Man.
I must admit.
No animals were harmed. No teats were pulled. It was no stomach was hurt. It was a great grilled cheese sandwich.
And what's the name of it? Where was it at?
Meltdown, everybody. They're not even. I think they're still a pop-up. They're still trying to get established. So in the LA area, check out Meltdown.
Meltdown. I'm sure they have a website. And what time
they do?
You got the caprese. The
caprese. Yeah, I could look up what else they have here. Or maybe I saw them on Instagram.
I really think that for our listeners that you really should come up with Sal's pick of the week as far as some food, because you're such a foodie, and I get it. I love food
you have
myself.
to be, I guess, in this
yeah, dude. So we should have Sal's food moment. We had this at the beginning. Right,
it's funny. There's another one here called The Meltdown, and that's not. I don't think that was it. Maybe let's see. I'll put it in Los Angeles. How many meltdowns are there, dude?
If one person thought of it, a million people thought of it.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Oh, here it's just Meltdown.
That's what it's called, just Meltdown.
No, it's called Meltdown.
Oh, okay.
But there's another one called The Meltdown.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I could do a kimchi one.
A kimchi cheese a grilled cheese
Grilled
sandwich.
cheese, yeah.
Okay.
There's a
I don't
truffle
eat any of that
melt.
shit, so.
Yeah, man. No, shit was good, bro.
Okay.
Potatoes had paprika. Potato salad had paprika.
Hey, yo, real quick, while we're talking about Los Angeles and things happening there, I want to give a shout out to our dude Kevin Monroe. He's packing up his things and he's leaving LA, dude.
Yeah, I'm supposed to see him tomorrow night as a
Yo, tell
goodbye.
him I said congratulations to him, man, for taking control of his life. And
Man, you sent him to the worst city in Florida, bro.
I didn't send him to Florida. I just told him to leave LA.
You got him going to Jacksonville, bro.
Is he going to Jacksonville?
Jacksonville, dude.
Right, well,
He thinks this place conservative. Wait till he gets there.
Yeah, I don't know why he chose Florida, but hey,
That DeSantis country.
maybe
He's
it's
got family
taxes.
there. He's got family there.
Oh, there you go. So go be with family. That's what he needs. He needs, like, honestly, props to Kevin Monroe for stepping outside of his comfort zone. And look, maybe Jacksonville is not the most ideal place, but if he's got family and he's got support and he's got people who love him and who are going to be there for him, then I'm all for it, man. Right?
Yeah.
It's home is where you make it. So, yeah, if he's going to be around people who actually care, because he was struggling with LA, man. I was reading his post and I was like, dude,
Yeah,
after the dog bite, I mean, he's had stuff stolen and not the car accident, but bike accidents and getting bit by somebody's dog. I was like, yo, and then not feeling like LA has lived up to what his expectations comedically or comedy wise. It's like, yo, bro, bounce. Your mental health, spiritual, emotional health is way more important than access to a couple open mics and potential producers. It's like, damn, we live in a time where you can still produce content somewhere else, right? Or anywhere. You can produce content anywhere. So
true.
Go somewhere where you're happy, man. So if he's happy in Jacksonville,
I mean, shit, man.
I'm
I work
happy for
with
him.
Tim Meadows a lot. Dude lives in Detroit mostly.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I mean, that's where he's from, So y'all from the same town, Reg.
You're from the same town, man. I did not realize he was a Detroit. He was from Detroit, or he was living in Detroit.
Yeah, got a place there and everything. Talks about it on stage.
Why not? I mean, hell, I'm sure with the money he's got, it goes really far in Detroit, right? Like, he's like, yo, I can stretch that dollar out a long ways in Detroit.
That shit stretches, especially after, because he talks about it on stage after the town went bankrupt. So,
oh wow,
he's like, that's when he went and got a spot.
Hell yeah.
So that's
I
really
I would have got 2-3 spots. I would have bought up a whole block. Like, yo, I'm gonna revitalize this whole neighborhood with my family, right?
That's funny.
Like the city is on sale. Let's go get some houses, yo. Right?
All right, Reg. So wrap us up. So next week's our 100th episode, right? What's up?
Oh, I'll reach out to my dude, man. It's funny. He and I were texting yesterday about it's been a minute, so we need to catch up. Life has been happening. So I'll reach out to him and see what's up, man. I'm excited. That's
all right, man. Keep me posted. And then, like I said, I'll have to do it on Thursday again because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to do Sacramento next week. So, anyone's going to be Comedy Under the Stars. And that's
you're doing Stu Kosh's room.
No, well, I'm doing his on Saturday, but then Friday I'm doing the Comedy Under the Stars.
What is that?
You know that? It's like outside. Here, let me see where it is. Stars. Where are you at? What city exactly?
It's a one-nighter?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, you coming all the way up here for one night? Or are you gonna do Stu's room and then the other one?
Yeah, I'm doing this one first and then Stu's room.
Are you gonna stop by the city?
Hell no.
Dude, you should see if you can get a guest set. Or not guest set, but see if you can pick up a spot at the Punchline or Cobb's. What nights are you going to be in Sac?
Friday, Saturday.
Ah, dude, hop on like a paid show. Maybe you can close out the show at Cobb's. All-Star
Elk
show.
Grove. That's where it is.
Oh, Elk Grove. Okay.
That's where I'm going. You know, who booked it? Melissa Gans. Remember her?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
she's
Melissa.
up there now booking stuff.
Wait, she's back up here in Northern California?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, shout
I'll
out to
see.
Melissa
I'll see
Gans.
what goes down next week.
Shout
But-
out to Melissa Gans.
All right, close us out, Reg. I gotta use the bathroom.
This guy, man. Hey, folks, you get full access with us. All right. Well, with that said, man, it's a pleasure to be back. It's good to see you. We've been absent for a while, but we're back like it's for free. Yo, I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. We're gonna keep doing it. So keep showing up. And next week we're gonna have a special guest. So pretty awesome. Be pretty awesome. So with that being said, if you like, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Please leave a comment. If they're positive, if they're negative, then just keep them to yourself. Although Sal would love them. Sal would absolutely love to hear your negative comments. He relishes that shit, seriously. But with that being said, that's Sal Kalani. And I'm Reggie Steele. And this is Spitballin'. Peace.